$50 for 5 minutes of work. That is the actual rate for human-verified data cleanup in industries where a single AI hallucination can cost a firm thousands of dollars. While everyone else is trying to automate everything with bots, the real money is moving toward the people who prove the automation actually worked. This is the human-verified AI arbitrage model. The startup cost? Exactly $20 for a ChatGPT Plus subscription. I'm going to show you how to turn that small investment into a premium service that businesses are desperate for.
Right now, businesses are drowning in what I call AI garbage. They use AI to generate transcripts or data reports, but the output is messy, inaccurate, and frankly dangerous for their bottom line. In high-stakes industries like law or property management, they cannot afford a close enough result. They need 100% accuracy, but they do not have the time to do it themselves. This creates a massive gap in the market. You are not selling AI, you are selling the human-verified seal of approval that makes AI output usable for professional firms.
The niche we are targeting is specialized data cleanup. Think legal deposition transcripts that need formatting or complex property management CSV files that are full of duplicates and errors. These firms are already paying for AI tools, but they are frustrated. When you offer to take their AI mess and return a human-audited final product, you are solving their biggest headache. And because this is specialized work, you aren't competing with $5 freelancers on Fiverr. You are positioning yourself as a premium consultant who understands the tech and the stakes. Let's look at the math. A typical cleanup task for a 5-minute transcript or a small CSV file takes you about 5 to 10 minutes using the right ChatGPT prompts. If you do just 4 of these tasks an hour, that is $200 an hour. Even if you only work 2 hours a day, you are looking at a $400 daily income. This isn't about working harder, it's about using advanced data analysis to do the heavy lifting while you provide the final human oversight that justifies the premium price tag. The market timing is perfect. We are currently in the trough of disillusionment with AI. Companies realized it isn't magic, and now they are looking for people who can make it work. In the next module, I am going to give you the exact prompt sequences and the workflow to handle these tasks in minutes without breaking a sweat. This is the blueprint, but first, you need to understand that this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a real business model based on a real problem that thousands of companies are facing today. Step 1 is setting up your professional environment. You need a ChatGPT Plus account to access the advanced data analysis feature, which allows you to upload and process files directly. Create a dedicated folder for each client. Professionalism is what allows you to charge $50 per task. Use a clean, organized directory structure to manage your input and output files. You also want a simple audit log, a spreadsheet where you track every error you find. This log is your proof of work that you show the client to justify your fee. The secret is the prompt sequence. You don't just ask AI to clean this, you use a multi-step process. First, ask it to identify structural inconsistencies in the CSV or transcript. Second, tell it to apply specific formatting rules like legal citation styles or property address standards. Finally, ask it to generate a delta report showing exactly what it changed. By the time you look at the file, 90% of the work is done. Your job is the final 5-minute sanity check to ensure the AI didn't miss a nuance. Finding clients is easier than you think. Look for AI-native law firms or property management groups on LinkedIn. They are the ones most likely to be using automated tools already. Search for job postings for data entry or transcription and reach out with a better offer. I can handle your AI cleanup and provide human-verified accuracy for a flat per-task rate. This pitch works because it saves them from hiring a full-time employee while giving them higher quality than a cheap bot could ever provide. You are the middle ground solution. Pricing is where most people fail. Do not charge by the hour. Charge by the task. $50 per verified file sounds much better to a business than $60 an hour. When you charge per task, your efficiency becomes your profit. As you get faster with your prompts, that $50 starts taking you 5 minutes instead of 15. This is how you scale. You aren't trading time for money, you are trading a verified result for money. That is the secret to high-margin arbitrage. Scaling this means moving from a solo operator to a mini agency. Once you have 3 steady clients, you can hire a virtual assistant to run your prompt sequences while you do the final audit. At this stage, your role is purely quality control. You are managing the human-verified brand while others do the technical cleanup. This is how you hit the $5,000 a month mark. Most people stay small because they are afraid to delegate. But in the AI era, the person who manages the process is the one who captures the most value. Let's be real, this is not passive income. It requires extreme attention to detail. If you miss a mistake in a legal document, you lose the client forever. This is for the person who is organized, tech-savvy, and understands that good enough doesn't cut it in the professional world. If that is you, the margins are insane. If you are looking for a push-button solution, this isn't it. But if you want a boring, reliable business that pays like a high-end consultant, you are in the right place. The biggest mistake beginners make is trying to compete on price. Never call yourself a cheap AI cleaner. Always lead with human-verified accuracy. When you compete on price, you're in a race to the bottom against bots. When you compete on verification, you are in a race to the top where the big budgets are. Your goal is to become an essential part of their workflow, the person they trust to ensure their AI tools aren't hallucinating. Trust is the most expensive commodity in 2026. Let's recap the math one more time. Startup cost, $20 for ChatGPT Plus. Time investment, 2 hours of outreach a day until you land your first 3 clients. Revenue, $50 per task. At 10 tasks a week, that is $500. At 50 tasks a week, that is $2,500. The math is simple. Your only ongoing expense is your time and your subscription. Everything else is pure high-margin profit that you can reinvest or use to fund your next big move.